All right, so get this, Black Friday, and Taylor Swift's at the Chiefs game. Like, what?
Yeah, wild, right.
It's like peak chaos. I mean, you've got the shopping frenzy, and then you've got Swifties going crazy over, well, everything Taylor.
It's definitely a recipe for an interesting day.
So for this deep dive, we've got a pretty crazy mix of stuff. Reddit threads, articles about the actual game, and then, of course, tons of fan photos and videos. Basically anything and everything Taylor related.
Sounds like we've got a pretty good picture of what went down.
Oh, yeah. And, the Chiefs played the Raiders, too.
Oh, right, the actual game.
Yeah. It was a good one, though. Well, the first half. That was a little intense.
Intense how?
Well, it was tied 3-3 at halftime. Raiders really came to play.
Interesting. Yeah, it makes you think about these divisional matchups sometimes.
Yeah.
You see teams play way above their typical level when they're facing a rival.
Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe that's what happened with the Raiders. But anyway,
Yeah.
the Chiefs ended up winning. But gotta talk about Travis Kelce for a second. Did you see that lateral pass to Perrine?
Oh, yeah. That was risky.
Risky, yeah. I mean, with Taylor Swift watching, makes you wonder.
You think he was trying to impress her?
Maybe. It wouldn't be the first time an athlete tries to, show off a little with their significant other in the audience.
True.
But the Chiefs did have some obstacles in this game. Remember their kicker situation?
Oh, yeah, that was rough.
Both Butcher and Schrader were out, injured.
Yeah.
So they had to go with Matthew Wright.
They've been having kicker problems all season, haven't they?
Seems like.
It makes you wonder if they'll try to, make a trade or something.
Yeah, that's definitely something to watch. But
Poor babe.
before we get lost in football strategy, we got to talk about
Right.
the main event.
Taylor.
Exactly. Swifties were like detectives online, tracking her every move, on Reddit especially.
It's crazy how fandom works now, With social media, it's like this whole collective experience. Everyone's watching and commenting together.
Totally. And people were losing it over everything. Who Taylor was with, how she reacted to plays, even what her dad was wearing.
That's wild. It shows how invested they are, not just in Taylor's music, but her whole life.
Yeah, like they want to know everything. Oh, and speaking of, Donna Kelce was there too, with Taylor. Fans loved seeing them together.
The Kelces have really embraced this spotlight, haven't they?
It's great. They seem to be handling it well.
Okay,
But
good.
we can't talk about Taylor at a game without talking about...
Outfit.
Yes. So she kept it casual. Red Louis Vuitton quarter zip, jeans, and those Alaya platform boots.
Oh, those boots. I saw some strong opinions about those online.
No, the internet was divided.
Okay, people love the casual look. Others thought those boots were,
Not her best.
let's just say,
Huh.
there were calls for a new stylist.
Uh-huh. Wow. Some people are even saying that Travis is influencing her style. Like, comparing her outfits now
Yeah.
to what she wore last season.
It's like they're trying to decipher some secret code.
Right. But it wasn't just in the stadium. This whole Taylor at the Chiefs game thing, it blew up online.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
The Taylor Swift effect.
Exactly.
It's not just about the stadium anymore. It's social media, news articles, everything.
It's like she turned a regular game into this global event.
That's the power of celebrity.
Definitely.
Makes you wonder, though, is all this attention good for the sport, or does it distract from the actual game?
That's a tough one. I'm not sure. But speaking of distractions,
Yeah.
we got to talk about those fan theories. I know you've been digging into those.
Oh, the fan theories. They're always a wild ride.
So what's the craziest one you've seen so far?
Well, there's the one about
Yeah.
Taylor's secretly calling plays for the Chiefs.
Seriously?
Yeah. Some fans were convinced she was signaling plays from the stands.
That's amazing.
There's the one about her outfit having hidden meanings.
Oh, I saw those.
Some people thought the red sweater was a nod to the Chiefs' colors.
And the boots.
Those were
Oh.
apparently a symbol of her standing strong against her critics.
Wow. They really analyze everything, but it's
Yeah.
pretty entertaining.
It's all part of the fun.
Okay, so we've covered the game itself, the Taylor Swift effect, and even some crazy fan theories. What else is on the agenda for this deep dive?
Well, we've only just scratched the surface of this whole Taylor Swift effect thing.
Yeah.
There's a lot more to unpack there, especially considering the timing of this game with her new album release on Black Friday.
Oh, right. That adds a whole other layer to this, doesn't it?
Definitely. It wasn't just a coincidence. This was a perfectly timed event
Yeah.
that blended pop culture and sports
Yeah.
and marketing. in a way we never really seen before.
It's like a whole new era of...
Everything.
Yeah.
You ready to explore that?
Absolutely. Let's dive in.
Okay, so Black Friday.
Yeah.
New Taylor Swift album. And she's at the Chiefs game. I mean, come on.
Talk about a marketing strategy, right?
It's brilliant. You've got fans at the game, all excited, and then bam, new album drops.
It's a perfect storm of fandom and consumerism.
Yeah. Well, and the NFL. They're getting really good at this. Tapping into these cultural moments. It's not just about the game anymore. It's about the whole experience.
Yeah. Even in the game threads, people were talking about their Black Friday shopping. Right alongside the football commentary.
Seamless, right? Like it's all connected.
Makes you wonder if we'll see more of this. I mean, could this be the future of the NFL?
Yeah.
Celebrity appearances at every game.
It's possible. Think about it. If Taylor Swift can get people who don't even care about football to watch a regular season game, imagine what they could do with them.
Like, oh, the Super Bowl.
Oh, that's a whole other level. But I do see the other side of this too. Like some fans were worried that Taylor was overshadowing the actual game.
Yeah, I get that. All the camera cuts to her, everyone talking about her outfit online. It's like, is this still about football?
It's a tough question. Like, where do you draw the line between entertainment and
the integrity of the sport?
Exactly.
But at the end of the day, NFL is a business.
And they're always going to look for ways to make money, to attract new fans.
And if celebrities are the way to do that, then
they'll keep doing it.
Right. But okay, back to the game itself for a second. Remember the Raiders coach talking about Mahomes' rules?
Oh, yeah. They had all these strategies to try and stop Mahomes.
Did it work?
Well, they held the Chiefs to a tie in the first half. So I guess it kind of worked.
For a while.
Right. But Mahomes is Mahomes. He figured it out.
Those Mahomes rules might need some work then.
Maybe. But hey, it's always fun to see these rivals go at it.
Definitely. And Isaiah Pacheco, he came back from his injury.
Yeah, the crowd went wild.
It was like a whole different energy.
Totally. He really gave him a boost.
Okay, so back to Taylor for a minute. I got to ask, did you see any like really crazy fan theories?
Tons. Some people thought her red sweater was a secret message to the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Because of their colors.
And the boots.
Those were a symbol of her, like overcoming her critics.
And her dad's sweatshirt.
Oh, that was a clue about her next album. They really do see meaning in everything, don't they?
It's impressive, honestly. I know, right? But, okay, let's zoom out for a second. This whole Taylor Swift effect, what does it say about, like, the bigger picture? You know, sports, entertainment, celebrity.
Okay, all these lines are blurring. Celebrities aren't just spectators anymore. They want to be part of the action.
And the sports leagues are like, come on in. It's a whole new level of fan engagement.
Yeah. It's really fascinating to watch.
And in this case, with Taylor at the game, it wasn't just about watching football. It was about creating this cultural moment.
Right. And it played out on
every platform.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like this one event, this football game, became this reflection of
our whole culture.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing when you think about it.
So where do we go from here?
I don't know, but it's going to be interesting to see.
Will celebrities be even more involved in sports?
Maybe.
Will the way we watch games change even more? It's
exactly.
Like, we're just at the beginning of this.
Of something new.
But before we get too far ahead of ourselves, we should talk about the fans. I mean, they were amazing.
Their knowledge of the game.
The passion.
It's inspiring, honestly.
Thanks to social media.
Yeah.
We can share that with everyone.
Yeah. It's like a whole new era of fandom.
Definitely.
So, as we wrap up this part of the deep dive, I'm just struck by how much this one event, this football game, actually tells us about
the world.
Yeah.
It's a reminder that even the simplest things can be really complex.
It's connected.
Everything else.
Exactly.
And who knows what other connections are out there.
It's
waiting to be discovered.
It's exciting, isn't it?
Totally.
Probable. So let's take a quick break, and then we'll come back to wrap up this deep dive and leave you with some final thoughts.
Sounds good.
All right. So back to this whole Taylor Swift and Chiefs thing. Before we wrap up, one thing that really stood out to me was how this game was, only on Amazon Prime. Like, that's a big deal, right?
No, absolutely. It shows you how things are changing with peace, like how people watch stuff.
Yeah. Streaming is king now.
Pretty much, yeah. The NFL. They know it.
So it makes sense to put a big game with, Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
on a streaming platform.
Especially if they're trying to reach younger fans who probably don't even have cable.
Yeah, good point. And honestly, the Amazon Prime broadcast, it was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, the stream was great. Graphics were cool. Even the commentators were, like, on point.
That's important.
Yeah.
Especially for an exclusive event like this. You got to make sure the streaming experience is top-notch.
Right. And then you add in, like, all the social media stuff. The NFL is, like, it's a pro at that now.
They're good at it.
Yeah. They know how to get people talking.
Yeah.
And then you throw Taylor Swift into the mix.
That's a recipe for internet chaos.
In the best way possible.
Totally.
So, looking back at this whole deep dive, what would you say is, like, the biggest takeaway? The thing that really stands out to you?
That's a good question. I think, for me, it's just how complex this whole thing is. Like, on the surface, it's just a football game.
Yeah.
But when you really dig into it, it's about so much more.
It's like a snapshot of our culture.
Exactly.
From sports to entertainment, celebrity, technology, it's all connected.
It makes you think,
right,
what's next?
Right. Is this just the beginning?
Maybe.
Will we see even more of this, like, blending of worlds?
I think so.
It's exciting.
It is, and a little bit scary.
Yeah. But mostly exciting.
Agreed.
All right, well, I think that's a good place to wrap things up. This has been a wild ride.
Definitely.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the Taylor Swift Chiefs phenomenon.
It's been fun.
And who knows? Maybe next time we'll uncover even more.
Hidden connections.
Exactly.
Until then, keep exploring.
And keep those deep dive requests coming.
We'll see you next time.